Do you think that we live in the firehouse from our TV show?
We live in the Chilton Firehouse. It's exactly like that.
It is, actually.
We spend too much time together.
You know, we're back, baby.
The Jonas Brothers are here. They're on a world tour right now, celebrating all 5 albums, working their way around the UK. 5 albums that span that amount of time is such an incredible achievement. 67 songs in a set is incredible. Do you have different songs that sort of go off depending on where you are in the world?
There's a song called Pushing Me Away or Take a Breath that I think you start to walk down memory lane and realize that these songs have been a soundtrack to their lives and got them through some maybe great memories, difficult times, and the fact that we can kind of be there for them through that journey. What a blessing, and the fact that we can still do it all after all these years and kind of celebrate almost 20 years now is a wonderful experience.
Well, there's some memories that came up. I want to talk specifically maybe about some questionable outfit choices or haircuts over the 20 years that...
There's so many. Like, yeah, absolutely. There are so many times you look back at some of the stuff that we wore and did, but you know what? Like, we did it. Like, full send on some of those wardrobe choices.
A lot of scarves.
Yeah. A lot of scarves.
A lot of scarves.
Unnecessary scarves,
Summer
ties.
scarves.
Long, flat-ironed hair.
Yeah.
That was going on, too.
Well, it's all coming back as well. It's full circle. Like, especially like 2000s fashion is like the fashion of now.
Yeah, there's a lot of Ed Hardy back in the day. So,
Yes!
you know, we're back, baby.
Well, I was also thinking about this. You guys touring together, being together quite a lot. Is there something that brings you guys, apart from performing, is there something when you're not performing, you're not on stage, is there something that really brings you together? Have you guys tried an escape room? I feel like you'd all be very good at that.
It's super fun. Do you like an escape room, Nick?
No.
Yeah.
Not at all. I think it would be so stressful, and like, why would I want to do that as a leisurely activity? Like,
I like games, and so like that's something we do. We actually brought
He likes to solve problems, this guy.
Logistics, right? No. We brought our daughters to their first escape room, and they
It's like a milestone?
ball.
Amazing.
It is a milestone, Joe.
You turned
No,
8.
It's,
Time to
no, it
go
was
to
really
an
fun. They
escape
had a great time. They thought they were so like clever, and everything's a clue to them. So it was just seeing it from their perspective was really interesting.
It does either make or break a sort of bond. Touring now, I imagine, is quite different to when you were teenagers. Are you guys like a lot more responsible on tour now? Is it sort of like early bedtime, maybe a chamomile tea just before you tuck in for the night?
It's the reverse. I think we were maybe a little bit more responsible than we should have been back then.
Yeah.
I think we're just enjoying ourselves now, and you know, we try to enjoy the cities way more and see more of the people and the culture and the food and the drinks and all of the things.
We all love a good meal, and we love to spend. We spend too much time together. So,
Yeah.
our whole band and the team that we've had, it's the same people for over 15 years.
Yeah.
So they're like our best friends. So when we're together and we get to see the world together, how lucky are we? So we definitely like to experience something in the city that's different from what we're used to, and be able to see those places. Or if we've been there before, we got to go back to some familiar places.
Yeah, of course. Now, Nick, you actually lived in the UK for a little bit. How do you describe life over here to like your friends back home?
I love pub culture. It's like not something we really have in the U.S., especially not in L.A. where we live primarily. Just popping in and meeting friends for a pint is like such a nice thing, and the meal's always good. It's just a pleasant sort of way of life. And we love to get out to the country as well and do the Cotswolds and all that. And so I'm looking forward to some more time here.
Oh, man, that sounds awesome. You're describing like some of my perfect weekends, by the way. I love it. We do something on the show called Please Stop Asking Me, right? This is our opportunity to find out from guests the questions that you reckon come up all the time, or you reckon by this point in your career, you've probably answered it enough. Do you guys have a Please Stop Asking Me as a... Yeah, I've probably answered this one enough.
When we're alone, when we're not together,
We could be in the same building and this will happen. I know what he's about to say.
but someone will come up and they'll be like, "Where are your brothers?
Where is the other grown man that should be attached to your hip at all times? I'm confused.
We're
I've only seen you in 3 people all the time.
So
I'll be with my family, my wife and child, and living my own sort of life. And where are your brothers? It's like, do you think that we live in the firehouse from our TV show?
We live in the Chilton Firehouse. It's exactly like that.
It is, actually.
Just 3 bunk beds in our home. Like,
I love that all 3 of you separately knew exactly
I
what
was like,
the
the
answer
minute
to
he
that one
started
was
talking,
gonna
I was like,
be.
yep, I know exactly what he's going to say.
Guys, thank you so much for talking to me. Tickets
you.
for Jonas Brothers 5 albums, 1 night for the London dates are available right now. Thank you so much, Kevin, Joe, and Nick.
Bye,
Thank you. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
This is Heart.